The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. This was a quote given by the 32nd President of the United States of America, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, in his first inaugural address on March 4th, 1933. It is a speech that is still remembered to this day. It was given to the American people who had lost all hope due to the Great Depression. Millions of people had lost their jobs, and the millions who were still employed were struggling to make ends meet. FDR's first inaugural address was powerful and moving. He wanted to connect with the people and reach them because they were suffering and let them know that things were going to change and change for the better. FDR's speech was effective because he spoke with strong conviction and unwavering confidence. He reached the American people by relating to them and connecting with them. At the beginning of the speech, FDR states, "This is preeminently the time to speak the truth, the whole truth, frankly and boldly." This helps him connect and grab the audience's attention. FDR's techniques were excellent. He used pauses effectively to allow the American people to absorb what he was saying and what it meant. He used strong body language. The rate of his speaking was perfect. He used repetition to create an impact. According to Lydia Zentz, the repetition of a word or phrase in his quotes used anastrophe to put emphasis on certain words. Zentz used this quote as an example. "And yet our distress comes from no failure of substance. We are stricken by no plague of locusts." No is the repetitive word that gives the statement meaning. He also reveals his message or topic of the speech in the introduction, and he establishes credibility and goodwill. FDR wanted the people to trust him and believe that he was going to change the dismal condition that our country was in. It was a powerful speech that restored hope, strength, and confidence in the people suffering from the Great Depression. The techniques he used and the way he used them is the reason why the speech is remembered today. The Great Depression had taken an immense toll on Americans. FDR's inaugural address evoked strength, hope, drive, trust, and a sense of pride in the audience. He spoke with conviction and confidence, which in turn led the audience to trust him. The audience listened attentively to his speech. They were silent and hung on FDR's every word. It is apparent that he is giving them hope and strength through his words. They seem to trust in his word because he dives into the speech strongly and his message is clear. He states the message in the introduction of the speech. And this is a very important detail. According to the author of The Art of Public Speaking, Stephen E. Lucas, stating the topic is important. If you do not, your listeners will be confused. The audience is not confused from the speech because FDR revealed his topic in the introduction. He wants better for the country and the American people, and they believe him. This speech had a great impact on me. FDR is a strong speaker, and he conveys his message. The speech is powerful and hopeful. It gave me a sense of country and pride. It was very raw and honest in every aspect. Although each of FDR's techniques were great, I think the techniques I would use from his speech would be speaking with confidence and conviction, establishing credibility and goodwill, and repetition. All three of these techniques helped him grab the audience's attention and keep them engaged. These techniques contributed to the famous speech and helped FDR instill the hope back into the American people who had been suffering for so long.